Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper and this is the home of That's Just Prime, the comprehensive Optimus Prime review series. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine videos, unboxings, blogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron KINGDOM Voyager class Cyclonus. Released in January of 2021, this figure is brand new and starting to hit stores right now. As of the time of this recording, I found mine on the shelf this morning at my local Walmart. It is a Voyager class figure, so it retails for approximately $30. So here we've got that cool Kingdom box with that window. It's a smaller window from what we're used to seeing, and we can just see Cyclonus peeking out right there. Cool artwork of Cyclonus right here next to the window, both in his robot and in his vehicle mode. Very, very cool. I love the way these new boxes look. Around the side of the box, we've got that Kingdom artwork. This shows the disc and the arc and all of the other figures that we're going to be seeing in the Kingdom line. And then around the back of the box, we've got some product shots of the toy. Cyclonus shown in both his vehicle and in his robot mode. And we've got 34 steps of transformation. So that's about it for the box. Let's go get it opened up and check it out.
Cyclonus, the warrior, and his armada.
Included in the package for Cyclonus, we've got the sheet of instructions. Again, we've got those really nice white with green for the instructions. Very clear, very well illustrated, very easy to follow. We have the card with holographic sticker. Again, these are packed randomly. So once again, I got the arc. You can peel back the sticker and see a different image of the arc crashed into the mountain right there. We have the weapon and we have the figure itself. And here is Kingdom Cyclonus, and I love this toy. I've already got him transformed into his jet mode, and in the jet mode he is approximately 9 inches long and has a wingspan of about 6 inches. So he is a very good size vehicle, a large Voyager. So this is really, really nice. And just taking a look at Cyclonus, this is absolutely breathtaking. This guy looks like he just stepped off the screen from that 86 movie. And I know that he's not Studio Series 86, but I keep thinking that he is because he's just so perfect. Just check this guy. I've taken a look at him and all his details done in that light lavender-ish purple. We've got the translucent orange clear windows there. We've got some silver details on the intakes and then some darker purple details here on the front of the nose cone and the sides, and some more silver details there, just kind of going all the way around. This guy looks fantastic. What a beautiful, beautiful figure. We got some cool afterburners right there in the back. These are compatible with the blast effect, so if you want to put that there and have them flying along, you can absolutely do that. You can also do it on the outside if you want, or just give them 4, whatever you want to do. This is really, really cool. Scourge could do that as well, and I didn't show that off with Scourge, but you could do that with Scourge as well. Going around the bottom here, not a whole lot of detail showing in terms of the robot mode. Not a lot of robot detail showing. Again, you can pick them out because you know they're there. You know what's what, and you can kind of pick out what the robot bits are. But if you didn't, then there would be no way of knowing. This just looks like an alien space ship. So it's very cool. And an added feature that I think is just so cool, the little detail, the attention to detail that went into this, is actual retractable landing gear. Check that out. You can actually set him down, or you can take the landing gear and put it away, and now you're in flight mode. Very, very cool detail. I really love that they added that. So we've got his weapon. We'll bring his weapon in so you can see it up close. This is a very cool weapon. Again, it looks just like the one that he carried in the cartoon most of the time, except for the Headmaster episodes or the Target Master episodes. But his original weapon that looks right on. A couple of places to put that. You've got a peg right here, or a port right here on the top, so you can peg it up there if you want to do that. I'm not a big fan of that. I really kind of wish they would have given us a port of some sort here in the front, so that we can peg it. We could have pegged it in like that. That would have been nice. And then that would have also opened up the possibility to a target master at some point down the road. So that's unfortunate they didn't give us that. We do, however, have ports under the wing, so you can actually peg these in under the wing, kind of like the the shadow of his previous self would have had. So this would look cool if you had two of these guns. You can put one under each wing, and that would look symmetrical, and it would look really, really nice. So there you go. Options for weapons. I personally just leave it off to the side. Now for a couple of comparisons, here he is with, I am probably going to start some debate on this, the husk of his former self. Here he is with Earthrise Skywarp. So I know there's a lot of debate as to who became Cyclonus, right? Was it Skywarp? Was it Bombshell? Here's the way I look at it. This is my headcanon. The original G1 cartoon, as well as the movie, had a lot of animation errors. That was just the nature of that show. There was animation errors. Now, taking that into account, it just doesn't make any sense for Bombshell to become one of Galvatron's lieutenants. If Starscream was Megatron's lieutenant, it makes perfect sense, now that Starscream is dead, for Thundercracker and Skywarp to become the two new lieutenants for Galvatron. That just makes sense story-wise. So to me, Skywarp became Cyclonus. You can agree, you can disagree. It's all good. Go down in the comments, go nuts, have a debate. You're not going to try to change my mind, or don't try to change my mind, because you're not going to. That's my headcanon. That's the way I look at it. But hey, you can go down in the comments. Leave me the reasons as to why you think it's Bombshell or why you think it's Skywarp. It's all good. It's all good in the Transformers universe. So there you go. Here's Cyclonus with his former self, Skywarp. And then one more comparison. Here he is next to Studio Series Scourge. So we've got a Kingdom figure. We've got a Studio Series 86 figure. But, again, to me, these just go together. I am going to be putting my Cyclonus with my Studio Series 86 figures because this figure is just so good. The level of detail on this is a perfect figure. The detail that went into this is so good that, to me, I'm treating this as if it was a Studio Series, because this is actually better detailed than some of those Studio Series figures that we've gotten, and I'll get into that in another review. But there you go. Here they are together, looking absolutely fantastic. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a G1 Cyclonus to do a comparison with. That is one G1 figure that still eludes me to this day. I want to get one. Still eludes me to this day. It would have been so cool to have been able to do a side-by-side comparison with that. So, but we get what we can, or we take what we can get. So let's get into transformation. Transformation for this figure is so cool. It does so much cool stuff. So let's see, where do we start? Let's start with the wings. We're going to come back here, and we're going to untab these thrusters from the side of the fuselage. Tab and slot right there. We're going to do that on both sides. And these are going to be the arms. What do we want to do with these? Do we want to do these? Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take these panels right here, and these are just going to pop out. That's going to allow us to start working on the legs, which is going to be the back of the figure right here. Just go ahead and bend this in half like that, right there. Tab and port right there is going to allow you to separate these and take this whole back section here and separate it from itself. The legs are just going to extend, so just pull these out right there on that hinge and then straighten them out on this top hinge. You can bring it up if you want to make it all a little taller. You can bring them up all the way up like that. That's going to leave you a gap right in front of the knee, and the legs are not going to be really straight. So I kind of like to bring it to about right there, but again, that's going to be personal preference. So again, straighten out the leg. There you go. Reach down here. I love the legs. The legs are very similar, if you remember, Earthrise Soundwave. So these are going to pop open. Let's see, we're going to grab, we're on the wrong side. So we're going to grab the thruster here. We're going to pop the thruster out, just like this. This whole panel is going to come up, and then the foot can be bent down. Take this thruster piece, bend it in, and then tuck it away into the back of the leg. Very good use of all our hollow spaces to put vehicle parts away, and that was very, very well done. I think we're going to need to bring our camera up because we are going to get tall with this guy. Bring it up there. Okay, so let's take the whole cockpit, the cockpit, and these arm pieces or these side pieces here. This whole thing is going to rotate. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Rotate that up just like so. And then we're going to leave these open for now, and this whole thing is going to pop open. So the chest is going to come down, and the back is going to come down. And we're going to start working on this nose cone. This nose cone is so cool, the way this just folds away. So we're going to open the nose cone here, take the tip of the nose cone, fold it into that, and close this up. Open this back piece of the nose cone, open this down. This is on a double hinge, so this is going to come up and then hinge inwards, and then you can close that up. And now we're going to take this whole thing here, we're going to rotate it and basically swap spots with the head. Again, making good use of our internal hollow spaces to put away our vehicle parts. Tabs, slots, the chest is going to tab in right there. Tabs, slots, this is going to tab in here. And then one more time, tabs and slots, and this is going to secure our side pieces for the torso right there. And we can bring our arms down. Take the wings. These are tabbed in right here to the forearm, so just untab that right there. And these are on a double hinge that's going to come all the way back and then rotate around again, just like that. Finally, take the little stabilizer piece, and this is going to hinge upwards to kind of make that smaller. Looks really, really nice. Straighten out the arm, bring the thruster up, rotate this piece again. Nice use of internal hollow spaces to put away robot mode pieces or put away vehicle mode pieces. Very nice. And one more time, we're going to bring this back all the way. Double hinge it outward, bring the stabilizer up, straighten out the arm, bring out the stabilizer, rotate out the fist, close it up, and there is Cyclonus looking fantastic in robot mode. And here in robot mode, Cyclonus is tall. He's about 7 3/4. He's just shy of 8 inches tall. This dude is massive. If we go right all the way up here to the top of his little antenna, horn things, whatever you want to call it, and just check this guy out. Let's bring him in close. Let's take a look at that head. And as you can see, we've got that light piping right there. Check that out. Making very good use of that. I'm not even shining any light directly at it, and it's already lit up. And just taking a look at him close up. Look at the detail on this guy. This is just beautiful. What an amazing, beautiful, and clean figure. What do I mean by that? Well, take a look all the way around. We don't have kibble. We don't have hollow spots. This figure has managed to be a cleaner, better looking figure than some of the Studio Series figures that we've had out. Specifically, I'm going to call out Jazz. The forearms on Jazz are hollow. So are the back of the legs. The back of the legs on him are understandable, forgivable, but the forearms were just, yeah, no. I'll get into that in the Jazz review. This, again, Kingdom figure, to me personally, on my shelf, he's going to be on my Studio Series 86, because look at him. This is once again, I've said this a couple of times, but it bears saying again. This is a mini masterpiece figure. This is the Cyclonus figure that we've always wanted. Check that out. This is absolutely beautiful. Getting into articulation, head can... Okay, so the head is cool because we've got two joints. We've got an upper neck joint, which is a ball joint, so you can see a little up and down, side to side. We can also turn, and then there's a hinge on the lower neck that allows them to move forward and backward as well. So really, really nice, expressive posing for this guy. Very cool. Shoulders can go forward and backwards all the way around. They can go in and out right there at the shoulder. Rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate at the wrist. We have a waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out. Rotation at the thigh, bend, double hinge at the knee because of the way it transforms. And again, the feet can go forward that far, and we've also got that ankle tilt. We've got about that much ankle tilt, so quite a bit of ankle tilt. Yes, looking... So I am just absolutely in love with this figure. This thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Let's give him his blaster. And we'll do a couple of comparisons. So once again, I usually don't have this much issue with him. You notice how he's kind of dancing around. It's kind of probably because I'm doing it behind the camera here. All right, so a couple of comparisons. One more time, let's look at him with the shell of his former self. with Skywarp. Again, go down in the comments and argue all you want about this. But there he goes. So you can see, again, quite the upgrade and quite the height difference too. So he grew. This guy looks great. Also, I don't have a modern bombshell, so take that. I'm just going to show him up with Skywarp. So there's that. One more time. Oh, by the way, the blaster is Blast Effects compatible, so we can do that. He's also got a couple of pegs here if you want to, you know, that wouldn't work. Let's do it with maybe this guy. He can get shot there, or he can get shot up here, you know. So you got a couple of spots there for those blast effects. I usually don't put any on the bodies. I just like putting them on the weapons themselves, or on thrusters if they're jets or spaceships, like him and Scourge are. Speaking of Scourge, here he is next to Studio Series 86 Scourge. Quite a height difference. You know, I would expect these two to look more side by side, a little more even, but I don't know. This just works for me. This just looks so good. In fact, let's do this. Let's open this up, and then we'll do one more comparison. Here he is with Titan's Return Galvatron, just because, you know, we've got the 86 movie lineup going on right there, and this just looks so good. And Galvatron is just a hair taller than Cyclonus. If we line him up like this, Cyclonus still does have to look up at him. So as tall as Cyclonus is, he still scales very nicely with Galvatron and with the rest of the 86 movie lineup. So yeah, this is just a dream come true for me. These guys look so good. So let me get these guys out of the shot, and we'll bring Cyclonus back to front and center. And yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful, amazing figure. I am so happy that I finally found it, because it's one that I've really been looking forward to. And I think that about does it for the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got that donate button up there if you want to hit on that. I certainly would appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.